going to talk a little bit about the static and the dynamic aspect of dancing tango. The static, I suppose I invented this two things. What does that mean that you dance dynamically? Dynamically means when you sort of don't take energy from your partner. When you dance slow, it's impossible to generate energy because it's all, I mean, not impossible, but it's very hard. Like, for example, if you pivot, yeah, you cannot do it slower than that. You cannot. This is about the slowest I can do, to pivot, you see. About slower than that, that's almost impossible, unless I hold on to something. So look at this. Now, if I hold on to the wall, how slow do you want me to do? I put my weight on my left, on my right, my weight on my right, and if I push in my left hand here, look how slow I can go. I can go as slow as I want, you see. Slower, slower, even the slow, the slowest possible. Yeah? So that's the static. That's the static paradigm. So instead of the wall, you will use your partner. And it is possible when you dance slow that you do that. But when you dance faster, you will generate your own energy. You will create your own energy, because if you don't do that, you'll start holding on to your partner. You're using your partner when the balance is precarious, when the posture is difficult to maintain when you dance faster. So, and on many occasions when you need to generate energy, when you need to use energy from your partner will be in the floor, anchored, quite solid, so it will be not in a position of precarious balance and not difficult to maintain a posture. So it will be either on 2 feet or anchored somehow in the floor. It'll be effectively like a wall. So you can use your partner like a wall. Now, so if you dance slow, you take energy from your partner, and that is as slow as you want it, effectively, and that's the static aspect of dancing tango. So a static pivot at the wall, yeah, there you go, very, very slow, as slow as I want. I push in my left hand, and then I push in my right hand, and I go and pivot as slow as I want. If I was to do the same thing dynamically, I have to generate it through my body, you see? And it's only, I cannot do slower than this. You can try it. If you can do it slower than this, let me know. So that's the pivoting, static and dynamic. And in fact, the whole tango is static and dynamic. For example, if I take a step here at the wall, and now I want to pivot statically, I need to push in this hand, and I pivot slow. That's static pivoting, using my partner together, and pushing this hand now, and I do my forward gauchos statically. Yeah, you see, static. Transfer my weight together, pushing this hand, which is my partner, and I do very slow. Yeah, together, pushing my right hand now, and I do my forward gauchos. If I want to do backward gauchos, I push in my left, and I'm going back. Together, pushing my right, backward gauchos, very static. Keep my chest towards the wall. You see, in a backward gauchos, always the outside leg goes backwards, and the forward, if the outside leg is free, and if the inside leg is free, it goes always forward. Yeah? You see, that's how we go. And if I want to pivot statically, I push on the wall. If I want to pivot on the static, I push on the wall here, and I'm turning. Slow, very, very slow. If I want to do this dynamically, it's a different matter. Because how do I do it? If I do it on the same position, yeah, so what I'm going to do In fact, I'm going to be facing the camera. So I'm going to have to push in the floor, so I still have to turn out the dissociation. So my hips are facing that way and my upper body facing towards the camera. Keep my hands here and I maintain my upper body towards the camera. But I need to push in the floor to generate the energy by myself. So that's dynamic, everything. Yeah? So dynamic, I do it by myself. And when you dance with a partner faster, you will need to do that, because if you can't do that, then you will be holding on to your partner. So they will not be able to dance very much. Yeah? Because they will have to hold you if you're not generating that turn by yourself. So you can use the wall to go step. Don't touch nothing, just hold your hands on the wall, but don't push, and that's your dynamic. Yeah? Forward dodger, forward dodger. You see, my hands are actually just slightly touching the wall. Yeah? And now I'm going to do back dodgers. Yeah? Yeah? Slightly touching the wall, but I'm going by myself. I'm generating the energy by myself, by the way I move my body. Yeah? A slight, when you go backwards, there's a slight push here and I'm gone. Slight push here and I'm gone. Slight push here and I'm gone. But don't fall. So do not fall. You have to turn and then push and go. Turn, push and go. Turn, push and go. Turn, push and go. Forward is easier. To do a dynamic pivoting forward, and forward dodger is a lot easier. Yeah? When you go backwards and static, push, and then back, push, and back. Push in this hand, you see? Push, slow, take a step back, arrive, push. Yeah? That's the way it is.